Je m'appelle Shai Maestro et je viens présenter The Road To Ithaca. The cover is made by an artist called Maggie Taylor. She's an American artist. She did this in 2005, and I got the idea for this cover from my manager, Boris Jourdan, who sent me this picture because the initial title of the album was supposed to be Paradox. And there is a paradox about these pictures, you know, the heads in the ground and the bird on the foot. And I fell in love with this picture, and then I went over to her website and just fell in love with her entire catalog. She's very influenced by Alice in Wonderland, and all of her works have this twist to it. Everything has like just this little thing that that throws you, and I love it because this is. I wrote an email to her saying that I feel that what she's doing with her art, I feel very close to, and I feel that's what I'm trying to do with my art also. I just started playing with Avishaï, and I was 19 at the time, and I was just about to leave for my very first tour with him in Sweden. And I was nervous like I was never nervous in my life before, like, you know, really heavy anxiety. And then just before I left to the airport, my father gave me a piece of paper, like a page with a poem on it, and the poem was Ithaca. It's a poem by Constantin Cavafy. That there is the whole, Odyssey, there's a story of Ulysses, that he left Ithaca, his island in Greece, to sail in the sea, in the ocean for 10 years because he got the gods angry at him. And then every time he tried to go back to Ithaca, every time he saw Ithaca and got close to it, it disappeared. And it was an illusion. So that was kind of like an endless circle for 10 years that he just traveled around the world and met all these monsters and went to those markets and, had a lot of experiences. And this poet, Cavafy, he wrote a poem for Ulysses, telling him, he says, ask for your journey to be a long one, to learn as much as you can from the wise people you will meet in the way, to go into markets and to buy fine goods like ebony and diamonds, and to go to all those places to meet those monsters, to learn. And never rush your journey, and keep Ithaca in your mind because that's where you're destined for. And when you reach Ithaca, if you find it poor, Ithaca did not deceive you. It gave you a beautiful journey. And if you're wise, you will know what those Ithacas mean in life. And that's what he chose. That's what my dad chose to give me just before I left for the tour. And it was just, the best gift one can receive. It was a lesson for life, and I try to live my life in that way, remembering that what matters is the journey and not the goal. So I thought it was appropriate title for an album, also because what we're doing with this trio, like we're going, towards a record, towards an album, towards a concert, towards whatever it is, but there's so much that's happening on the way, the learning, the composing, the arranging, the challenges, all those things. This is what really matters. So there are no goals anymore. It's just about being here, being in the present, and playing music and enjoying, having a moment to smell the flowers. I think it's just, you know, like any relationship in life, when you feel a certain connection with someone that you can't really analyze too much, but there's just strong resonance to what we say to each other and to who we are actually. And this whole trio, like the dynamic between myself and Jorge and Ziv and you know, everyone, is just something that makes everyone become better versions of themselves, musically and personally. I mean, success is important, and you know, it's all good, but it's not the point here. My point is just traveling around the world with my friends, who I admire musically also, and playing music and just enjoying the road, and that's what's happening. So sometimes people ask me like, what's my dream? And I said, just let everything continue the way it is now, and it's fine. There's a lot of freedom within the tonalities, but it's not like, you know, Schoenberg and stuff like that. There are the ornaments that we, you know, took from like Moroccan music, Arabic music, ornaments like Eastern way of playing. But again, Israeli music is so broad that everyone takes something different, you know. Israeli music is also music from Russia, of immigrants that came from Russia, which the relation between this and Moroccan music is very far, in my opinion. So it's very eclectic, so it's hard to, I can't define it to you, you know. I went to a great high school, it's called Tel Mayalin High School of Arts, and one of the best things that happened to me there is that I met a guy named Amit Golan, who was a teacher there in Tel Mayalin, and he taught us jazz history. But he, you know, when you're 14 or 15 and you go to a school and a teacher plays you Sonny Clark and he plays you Wynton Kelly, plays you like early John Coltrane and stuff like that, and you know, you wouldn't get that anywhere else. And he had such a huge love for jazz. He, you know, he's a piano player. He came back from New York, but he took it as his mission to be a jazz educator, and he exposed us and, like, you know, like a lot of generations of students to this kind of music, and just opened the door to learn how to love this kind of music. Yes, it's for me it was crucial. That's when I did my biggest leap as a musician, I think. New York is a place that's not suitable for everyone. You know, some people would find Spain more beneficial, or France, to play jazz. You know, because it's a very specific. You know, you have to deal with a lot of things there. I learned so much from the city, not only from the jazz scene, but just like from the way that people are, and like this never-ending drive to, you know, to go somewhere. And so yeah, for me it was super important. That's when I, you know, kind of locked into the mission that I'm on right now, and just started going for it much more seriously than before. Because also you have the opportunity to play this music actively and not only see it on YouTube. You know, if you love John Patitucci, you can actually play with John Patitucci in the 55 bar. I had this gig with him like a few months ago, And you know, what's a better school than this? You know, you get a call and say, oh yeah, Partitucci, tomorrow 55 bar, can you do it? Sure. And you start practicing, and there's just like endless amount of people that you can learn from everywhere. It's incredible. Avishaï is my school. He really taught me a lot. If it's actively talking, if we talk together about, you know, music and whatever else, or passively because my personality is really, since I was a kid, I'm a sponge. I always soak in everything that's happening, and I just kept my eyes wide open for 5 years and just learned from everything, you know, like how does he run a sound check, how does he arrange his music, how does he deal with different types of audiences, how, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful for those years. It's a great gift. It's so hard to choose, there's so many. I would go for Coltrane's Love Supreme. So there's Coltrane, and I'll add another one, which is timba music, modern Cuban music.